Well, speaking of prison, this is Mark Goldsmith. Mark was a high-powered business executive for over 35 years. In 2004, he retired and he started Get Out and Stay Out. This is a program that guides young men through their transition from the inside of prison to the outside. The recidivism rate nationwide is now over 60%. The members of Mark's program, it's less than 20. What Mark has done is set up a voluntary high school within the prison. He mentors each student, and he talks with them about life on the outside world. He also meets with them monthly after they've been released. When I took this photograph, people always ask me about the scenes and the stories behind. When we took this photograph, we were at Rikers Island, and I had heard about Mark's work, and I had asked him, I said, Mark, I know where I want to take this picture. I want to take it at Rikers. And he laughed and he said, are you crazy? And I said, no, I want to take it at Rikers. And he said, Paul, they haven't let a photographer in Rikers for over 10 years. There's no way we're going to get in there. Let's just shoot it in my office. Well, being the photographer that I am, I wasn't going to give up, and I had this image in my mind. I wanted the prisoners, I wanted the light, I wanted that background. And he said, Paul, we can't do it. We're either going to do it at my office or we can't do it. Well, he said, just to see, give me your Social Security number, he said. And I gave it to him, and he said, let's plan on doing it at my office next week. So 2 or 3 days later, I get a phone call from Mark, and he says to me, Paul, who do you know? And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, are you connected to somebody or something? And I said, no, why? And he said, we're in. They're letting us in Rikers to take this picture. I can't believe it. So we went to Rikers, and we went through 6 security checks, 6, to get in. And Mark said to me, you better not have any plans, because if there's any trouble in this prison today, Paul, they're going to lock down the island and we could be here for a week. So you better not have any plans back home. Well, the picture turned out exactly how I dreamed it, because this is how I dreamed it to be. And the guys were great, and this is how it turned out. Well, as we were leaving, we went through 5 more security checks to get home. Mark looked at me in the car and he said, you know, if people would get to know these kids better, they'd see that they're not hopeless, Paul. A lot of them are as smart, as talented as anyone you'd meet in business. They just haven't had anybody help them yet.